back to easy country guitar. That might not have looked easy, but what that is a very, very simple scale, very simple idea called the Memphis Scale. Now what the Memphis Scale does is it harmonises in a third lower. You might have seen this kind of scale, where it's the normal note and a third above. Well, this harmonises it with the same note, but an octave below. Now it looks quite tricky sometimes, but this is actually easy, in that all you need to do is learn two different shapes and a couple of patterns. The first finger always plays the root note, which in this case I'm going to do in G, and that's the 3rd fret of the E string. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play, which is just G, A, B, C, D, C, B, A, G, which is just the normal G scale up to a D and back again. Dull. More interesting. Just to show you those patterns, what you've got basically, we're going to play everything on the E and the G strings. And what we're going to use is those two fingers for one shape, where the second finger is 1 fret higher. So we've got the 3rd and the 4th on the E and the G. But then we're going to use the 3rd finger, and we're going to go. You don't have to point your finger out like that, but it's for you to see. And what I'm doing now, they're both at the 5th fret, but like you see, we're still on the G and the E strings. And for now, we're just going to learn one more move, and that would be to move everything 2 frets higher. So we've got. Sounds okay, but not very musical at the minute, until you start sliding into them. And the way to do this is to use the second finger at 1 fret lower than wherever you're going to start. If you're going to start there, then start 1 lower. If you're going to start there, start 1 fret lower. In this case, we're starting at the 3rd fret and the 4th fret. So we're going to start 1 lower, and we're going to go. And then for the second shape, we're going to do the same. We're going to start 1 fret lower on the G string. So do that for the first and the second shapes. Start on that note. Instead of 1 fret lower, just start on that note for this next one. So we go. A variation on that is to put an extra shape in between those two. So you can go. Instantly pick, slide, top note. And that's an extra little trick. That finger's just dying to do something. Put it 1 fret lower, and you've got. Which is a D7 shape. Up there. So. It can also work back down, and you'll all know this from the very famous blues riff, if I play it right. Probably best known in E. So it works on the way up, it works on the way down.